Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm gonna do this video that I've seen go around here on YouTube where I sit back, relax, and I tell you guys all about my Sephora wish list and Ulta wish list. All these do equal over $1,000. I've seen Smoky Glow do it, I've seen Paige do it, I've seen Teresa's Dead do it, and I just think it's kind of a cool video to sit back, relax, and just see all the makeup that you wish that you can buy that equals over $1,000. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I feel like I look so pale right now, but I think it's just the lighting. The lighting feels like it's super bright. All right, anyway, so before I jump into today's video, I just want to talk to you guys real quick because I'm genuinely curious how people who have nails live their life. Okay, so I have worked at Disney for 10 years and I still haven't gotten a call back, and it's time for the holiday season coming up, and I really want to do something really fun for like Thanksgiving because everybody does like really cool festive like Christmas nails. So I decided to do like a forest green with like a little olive branch with like little leaves. Very cute. However, my nails have been breaking so easily. As they start to grow out, they start to just kind of tear and break, like especially in the corners, they start to break. So I was telling my nail technician about it and she's like, oh, let's just do like little tips. So she did dip, like my first time doing dip, I usually always do gel, and she put on just tips. So this is my real fingernail right here, and then just this little portion right here, that's a fake nail. But I'm not used to these, okay? I don't know how anybody who has nails lives their life. I struggled to open up my can of Red Bull. Wiping my ass was very interesting. I can't pick my nose, can't scratch my ear. And I'm like, oh my God, like how do people do this with nails? Like, I don't know if I really like having these. I think I should have had her go shorter because they're so long and I don't know what to do. This makes it very difficult. I was just like, I struggle to open up things, and I don't know if it's just because I'm not used to it or what, but how do you guys function with nails? That's what I want to know. Is how do you guys function? I really want to know that. So with that said, I have been seeing a really cool video go around here on YouTube where everybody sits down and they tell you what their ultimate wish list from Sephora or Ulta is, and they always retail over $1,000. And I was like, you know, that's actually a really cool idea. So I couldn't necessarily find $1,000 worth of products at Sephora. I know. So I decided to combine Ulta and Sephora together. Now these are all items that I wish I could purchase myself, and I'll go into reasons why I haven't purchased it, but just want to let you guys know this video is all in good fun. This year for Christmas, I told my parents I don't want them to give me anything for Christmas because I know that my sister's leaving at the very beginning of December. Thank God we get to spend Thanksgiving with her, but I really don't want anything for Christmas just because it's not about the materialistic things, it's just about spending time together. And I'm so focused on my 12 days of giveaway. Like, I just want to give. I don't want to receive in the slightest. So this would be like what I would eventually buy myself if I had the money. This is the items I treat myself for Christmas. Consider this my holiday Christmas list. But this is all just for good fun. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So it's going to be kind of a mix and match between Sephora and Ulta. But the first item that I have on here is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. Now, I have been seeing this primer all over TikTok. There is a TikToker, Michaela Does Makeup, and she consistently talks about how amazing this primer is. Now, I've known people in my life who tried this primer and they said it's absolutely horrible, but Michaela, who is a professional makeup artist, has said that if you have really bad oily skin like myself, this is actually a really good primer to use. So I generally have always wanted to try this primer. I'm so like, I get so hesitant to spend money, even like $30 on a primer. I'm like, I can take that $30 and invest it into a giveaway. Like, why buy it for myself, you know? And I know that Sephora and Ulta does allow returns. Like, I'm not an idiot. I know they allow returns. I just feel so bad. I'm not the type of person to go return something. Like, I just kind of like suffer through it. And I know I should not be that way, but it's the only reason why I haven't tried it. But ever since I saw Michaela talk about how good this primer is, especially if you have really oily skin like myself, I was like, damn, okay, maybe I'm gonna have to give this a try to see if it really does help to contain the oil. The next one is the Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation. So again, Michaela raves about Nars Long Wear Radiant Foundation. Now, I unfortunately cannot wear that foundation because it's geared towards having dewy skin, and I don't want dewy skin foundation in the slightest. I want as mattified as possible. Now, I was doing a series here on my channel where I was doing Battle of the Foundations, where I was going to try out all the drugstores versus all the drugstore foundation, find out what's the best drugstore foundation, and then do all the high-end foundation. And I know that you guys still want me to do it. The reason why I haven't continued it is because it really was a low-performing video of mine, and I don't want to put out content that people don't necessarily want to watch, especially since that type of content is expensive. Ultimately, even though you're buying all this drugstore makeup, it does add up. Same thing with all the high-end foundation. It adds up. So I will bring it back just because I want to find the best foundation for oily skin. I will bring that video back at some point, hopefully soon. But I keep seeing her talk about how amazing the Radiant Nars stuff is. So they just rolled out with a soft matte one, and I'm the shade Fiji L5 for light to medium skin with neutral undertones. Like that would be my exact shade match. So eventually I'm gonna want to go in and get this because it does retail for $40. I do want to give it a try. I have not tried anything from Nars minus their Power Matte Lip Pigment in this shade Star Woman. Oh, so beautiful. It's like the perfect red. Actually, I'm wearing a new red lip today. I wanted to try out the new Jeffree Star, the Perfect Red. This is like his new Velvet Trap like lipstick, and I wanted to give it a go. It is very, very comfortable lip. It is very beautiful. It feels like I'm wearing chapstick, and it's very hydrating. So I could definitely see myself going time and time again back to this style lipstick because it's very, very, very comfortable compared to other liquid lips that you can just kind of feel drying on your lip. No, this is actually really, really nice. But other than that, I haven't tried anything from Nars, so that'd be something I definitely want to give a go to see if that foundation is really, really worth the hype that Michaela has made it seem like it's worth, and if it's really good, does it contain the oil? So eventually I'm going to want to try that out as well. There's another foundation that I do want to try. It's the Too Faced Born This Way Matte 24-Hour Foundation. Again, I'm in the shade Natural Beige, light medium with neutral undertones. I do really want to get this foundation. I'm probably going to end up getting it for myself after Christmas because I have seen Jaclyn Hill rave about the Born This Way foundation for years. She said how truly, truly amazing it was. And now they rolled out with a matte version. I think like 2 months ago it came out. I never got it. I think because I don't venture inside Ulta and Sephora that often anymore like I used to back in the day. I do a lot of shopping online now because obviously we're in a pandemic. But I haven't wanted to, but I haven't seen it in person. I usually tend to buy my foundation in person just because I feel like I want to see it, you know, I want to make sure I have the right shade. But I really want to try this foundation. I think I saw Paige try it out not too long ago. I just want to know, is it good for oily skin? Like, will it contain my oil like it says that it does? Like, I really just want to give this a try because Jaclyn Hill sold me on it years ago. I just could never get it before. Okay, so your girl hates skincare. However, I am always willing to find the perfect skincare for my skin concerns. I have very oily skin. I have very, very large pores. I'm starting to get a little bit of fine lines and wrinkles around my eyes or crow feet. And I want to make sure that I take care of my skin in the best possible way. So I did find this Tatcha, the Water Cream Oil-Free Pore Minimizing Moisturizer. It does retail for $68. Now, I have seen so many big influencers rave about Tatcha. Tatcha. I have one thing from Tatcha, and it is that little primer that e.l.f. made a dupe of, and it wasn't the best. And I was like, I spent so much money on this primer and it just was not the best. But I hear the skincare is really, really good. And I know Robbie Christie loves Tatcha moisturizer, but she has the original one. This one is geared towards the oil-free pore minimizing moisturizer, which is something that I would really like to try, especially since it's such an investment. You're spending $68 on a moisturizer. I'm like, oh shit, I better walk away having Jaclyn Hill's skin. Like I better, that's like when I put it on, I better walk out going, I'm $500 million richer. Like that's how I want to look when I wear this product. So eventually I will get this for myself, probably again after Christmas, because I really want to see if it really does what it says it's supposed to do. I know Tatcha is supposed to be this amazing, luxurious brand that has some incredible benefits to it. I know a lot of influencers who love this like crazy. So hopefully one day I get to try it out and see if it really is worth the price point, if it really does what it says it's going to do, because I'm really picky when it comes to that. Okay, next we have the Estee Lauder Day Wear Matte Oil Control Antioxidant Moist Gel Cream. Now this retails for $55. Now the reason why I think this might actually work is because I actually do have the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. Now the reason why you guys never see me wear it on this channel, never see me talk about it, is because I actually have a shade that's too light for me. Yeah, I bought this like a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, and I wasn't really good at color matching at that time. So I bought a light foundation with like warm undertones. I didn't really understand my I didn't really understand what my undertone was, whether I was neutral, warm, or cool. I didn't know anything about that. I didn't match it to my neck. I literally matched it to like my wrists and my hands. And you're never supposed to do that because your neck is going to be the truest form of matching a foundation to, not your hands or your wrist. So I went way too light, and I stopped using it when I saw a photo of me, and I was like, oh, I scared myself. I thought I was a ghost. Like, it was bad. But it was the best fucking foundation to hold back the oil. I mean, literally, my oil, I would be serving all day, and my oil would not come through. And if it started to peep just a little bit, it just looked like I was dewy and like not even like oily, and I just tapped like a little napkin on my face and it sucked up all the oil and it looked beautiful again. So I will go back and invest into the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I just need to find my exact shade on that one. But this moisturizer, I feel like would be really, really good at containing the oil, because if they can make their foundation do exactly what it says it's going to do, I really think that their moisturizer would be just another game changer, especially if you don't, especially if you match the two together. I think you'd be like, oiliness, who? Like, you know, I think it would actually be really, really cool. All right, so next there's this One Size by Patrick Starrr Ultimate Blurring Setting Powder. I want this shade Universal Translucent for fair to medium dark skin. It does retail for $30, and the reason why I want to give this a go is because I've seen everybody rave about Patrick Starr's MAC setting powder that he created a couple years ago. I've never got my hands on it, but I heard that it was like the best setting powder out there. It blurred the pores. It made your skin just look absolutely airbrushed, flawless. It made your your makeup last all day. So if he was able to create that with MAC Cosmetics, I'm pretty sure he can create the same sort of formula for his own brand. I just haven't jumped the gun to get it yet, just because I do have a lot of setting powders and I'm trying to actually try things out. I don't like to just get things, try it once and never use again. I actually genuinely do like to try stuff out, and I know that like I never really show you guys me doing a full face that often. I feel like people find it boring, but I do try a lot of setting powders. The ones that I'm really obsessed with right now are my Kimchi Puff Puff Pass setting powder. It is top notch. And then I also really like my June & Co. blurring setting powder as well. It doesn't contain the oil, but it really does a great job at blurring your pores and making your skin look really flawless. So you kind of mix the two together. It's a really great combination. But I like to find something that's like all in one and not something that I have to like mix and match. I feel like that'd be really cool. So I definitely want to give that a try at some point for sure. Okay, now this is on Ulta's website, and this is the new Hourglass Vanish Seamless Finish Liquid Foundation in the shade Nude Light Medium Neutral Undertone. It retails for $56. Now I own one item from Hourglass, or two items from Hourglass. I own a veil primer that needs to be thrown out, and then I also own like a little blush highlight thing that I got in a box of charm a couple months ago. I tried Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation as a stick foundation. I tried it like 2 years ago, and I went out with one of my friends to lunch, and bless her heart, she looked at me and she's like, what are you wearing on your face today? I was like, why? She's like, your face just looks so streaky. It looks so horrible. Like, I do not like that how your skin looks. Like, you can actually look up, and I was trying it with the brush because I heard that with the Vanish Stick, you really should use a brush applicator for it, and I hate brushes for foundation. It's just not my thing. But it looked so bad. I looked so cakey. I looked so oily at the same time. It built up in my nose. It was just unbelievably horrible. I actually went and returned that one. I was like, I want my money back. But I never tried Hourglass. I never tried Hourglass after that, just because it was like a really like horrible experience for me. But I know that Raw Beauty Christie raves about Hourglass. She loves them so much, and so I figured this might be a really good foundation to try. Whenever I do any sort of like foundation looks, or if I type in any sort of like, whenever I go to like Sephora and Ulta, I always type in like oily skin foundation, foundation for oily skin, primer for oily skin. Like I always like narrow down my searches like that, and they really do help to like narrow everything down. So this foundation says it does help for an oily skin, so I'd like to give that a go. It's not available yet. It says coming soon, online only, but I think I'm gonna get that a try at some point. Okay, so this next one, I've like kicked my butt for not getting it. It's also at Ulta. It's the Juvia's Place Wahala Wahala 2 eyeshadow palette. I could be saying that wrong. It retails for $38. Oh my god, it is so freaking gorgeous. Mikey sent me swatches on his arm about how beautiful the palette is. He showed me like close-ups of the shimmers, and I'm like, oh my god, it looks so pretty. It's so pretty, but again, I haven't gone to Ulta to go see it in person, so I'm like, damn, that looks like such a beautiful palette. One I'm gonna definitely have to get, because it just looks like my vibe. Is full of colors, it's full of sparkles, and I really want to give Juvia's Place another chance. I tried Juvia's Place in Trend Moon's unboxing sometime in March. I got these two palettes. Horrible, did not like it, and you guys told me to retry the brand, that I really like the brand, so I think I really want to try that palette because it just is screaming my name. It's so beautiful. Next is another one from Juvia's Place. Again, this is at Ulta. It's the Nubian Glow Eye and Lip gift set for $26. It is an orange theme gift set, and if you guys know me, you guys know how much I love my oranges, my yellows, my greens. Like, those are like my colors. Those are what I love wearing on my eyes like there's no tomorrow. Like, my favorite like makeup product ever is I love having a red lip. I think I wear a red lip like 85% of my videos, but if I ever do any eye looks, you guys always know these are the colors I go for. And so many of you guys are tagging me in this on Instagram when you guys saw it coming out, and I've never gotten it. I've never even checked it out. I always forget when things are coming out, just because I've been so focused on other things, but it's a really pretty looking palette, so I'm gonna have to get that for myself at some point. Okay, next, I know, I'm kind of shocked at myself for saying this, but it's the Morphe 35XO Natural Flirt Artistry Palette for $25. Now, the reason why I am interested in getting this is because I saw Paige's video where she did the PR unboxing, and she unboxed this, and she actually like showed the palette up close, and I was like, oh my god. That palette is very beautiful. Now, granted, I am not a natural nude bitch. I love color. It is what it is. However, there are days where I just want to do a very simple eye look and have a natural palette to go with it, and I don't really have that many nude palettes. I do have some colors that I can make that way, but like a really soft, elegant, flirty, romantic palette, I don't really have that much in my collection at this point. So at one point, I'm going to have to get this, especially since it's so affordable, and I heard that the formula is great on this one. The shimmers are beautiful. It is such a gorgeous looking palette that eventually I'm going to have to get myself, because like, she beautiful. Okay, so another one is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. So I just wanted to get this because it's $46. It looks like it'd be really good at containing the oil and making your skin look very high class, because Hourglass is like a luxurious pinky out brand. So I just thought it'd be kind of cool to give this a try to see if it's really worth the hype. I mean, I know people rave about it, so one day I'm gonna have to give that a try, see if it's actually worth it. Okay, next is the Natasha Denona Triochrome Eyeshadow Palette. It retails for $129. I'm never going to bite the bullet on this one. Like, ever. I will never spend $129 on a palette. That is just... That money could be used for giveaways. No thank you. I will not do it. However, that palette is so freaking gorgeous. So I keep like throwing it out there in the atmosphere. Like, you know, I keep throwing it out there in the universe. Like, hey, alter ego, make that palette. Let's do that palette, alter ego. Your girl loves multi-chrome shadows. Let's make it. So I hope they actually roll out something. I hope that they come out with that, but this is such a beautiful palette. I'll never stop staring at it. And I know it's limited edition, and I really hope that soon I can go to like Sephora and see if I see it there, just so I can stare at it and be like, oh God, you were so beautiful. But I would never pay that price. Okay, so the next is the Sol de Janeiro EDP Carrizo 62 Holiday Fragrance Set. This retails for $78. Really expensive, but you get a perfume and you get a little roller. Now, I have seen Paige talk about Sol de Janeiro so often, so much, and she's actually given me like, not this one, but like the original lotion. She like whenever she came over, she gave that to me. She's like, here, have some. And it is such a really amazing smell. And she always gets all these PR kits from them. And she always talks about how beautiful the perfume smells, how amazing the shampoo smells. She raves about them. And I love the smell of coconut. I think the coconut smell is just so addicting to me. I think it's because it reminds me of Florida Tourist. And I don't know why. You know how people get really like into like weird smells? Like, I love the smell of tennis balls. I love the smell of freshly paved pavement. Why? I don't know. But when I smell it, I'm like, smells so good. And Corey looks at me and goes, why are you so weird? I'm like, I don't know. But tennis balls and freshly paved rose just smells so damn good. It's weird, I know, but I love just the smell of tourists. Like when they smell like sunscreen, it smells so good to me. And maybe it's just because it brings me back happy memories of being at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach all the time. Maybe that's why I enjoy this smell so much, because it just reminds me of a sunny day here in Florida where you can go out, have a nice pina colada, sit in a lounge chair, sit by the pool, have someone give you drinks or go get drinks, and just have a really beautiful day here in Florida. I feel like that's why I love the smell of coconut lime together particularly. So I do know that Sol de Janeiro has some amazing smells. So that's probably why I really want this perfume, so I can constantly smell like a Disney tourist. Okay, so next we have the Tatcha, the Deep Cleanse Gentle Exfoliating Cleanser for $38. Now, the reason why I picked out this cleanser is because I'm trying to still find the best cleanser for my oily skin. Now, I have tried a lot of things on the market and I do have a lot of skincare behind me. However, a lot of the skincare that I get that I mostly end up giving away or saving for my family is geared towards dry skin. I need stuff for oily skin. Like I need products geared towards oily skin, geared towards large pores, minimizing the look of pores, deep cleaning any blackheads that you may have, like exfoliating all the dead skin. Like that's what I'm looking for. And so when I narrowed down my search on Sephora, they really recommended this product, particularly if you do have oily skin and large pores, because it helps to really get in there, clean everything out. So I read nothing but good reviews on this. That's why I was like, you know what? Maybe one time I'll have to try that cleanser, because it seems like it's actually will be like legit. Speaking of skin, there's the Claudel Pore Natural like acid pore minimizing serum. I didn't realize how beneficial serums are to the skin, especially if you have really large pores and oily skin. You really want to make sure you use a ton of serum. So when I was like looking up again for oily skin concerns, it kept recommending this product. It is a Allure Beauty 2018 winner, and apparently it has like over 1,000 reviews on Sephora, and they're all rating it like a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I'm really doing a great job at minimizing the appearance of pores, cleaning out the pores, and really just kind of containing the oil. So I'm definitely going to give this a try. I haven't tried this brand before. I've got it before in boxes, and I've always given it away, but I've never tried it. So hopefully I'll be able to try it sometime in 2021 so I can see how well it works for like my pore essence skin. All right, so next is the KVD Vegan Beauty Shade and Light Face Contour Refillable Palette for $49.50. I have seen this palette at Sephora so much. My friends all use it. They all rave about it, but I've never ever tried it. Jaclyn Hill to this day still raves about her Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I know it's like the OG contour palette. I've heard such wonderful things about it. I've always wanted to try it. I hear that's like the perfect shade for contouring your skin, for highlighting your skin, for baking under your eyes. I've always wanted to give it a go, and now that's run by KVD. I've always told you guys I would definitely give them a chance. So yeah, I definitely put this on my list because I will be getting that bad boy at some point or another, so I could give it a try to make sure it's like actually really worth it and like see what everybody raves about, you know? Okay, so next we have the Shiseido Wasu Clear Mega Hydrating Moisturizer for $38, aka my rich people skin moisturizer. Guys, I love this moisturizer so much. First off, the smell, oh, bitch. The smell is just so, I can't even describe the smell. It just smells like pure heaven. And this is what I say to everybody. This is what I think like Jaclyn Hill and like Tati's skin smell like, is this right here. It is just, it's intoxicating for how good it smells. I've already went through 2 of them at this point. I am so addicted to them. I think they're so good. They do last a long time. But the last one I think I bought, I think it was 6 months ago, and I'm actually almost out. So I definitely want to add this to my list, and I will be repurchasing this. It's definitely a great investment for me. It smells so good, and I just really love how it feels on the skin because it comes out kind of thick on your finger, and it feels kind of thick, but then it just like melts into the skin. Oh my god, it is just so freaking good, and it's extra moisturizing, which surprisingly enough, as an oily skin person, you need a lot of moisturizer. So I love this so much, and this is just like a repurchase for me on this one, but I had to add it because I was like, oh my god, I love it. All right, next there's the La Mer Miracle Moments Collection. Now this retails for $160. However, you do get the regenerating serum, the cleansing foam, the treatment lotion, and the moisturizing soft cream. And I've heard nothing but amazing things about La Mer. I've seen Paige talk about La Mer all the time. She really loves them. Jeffree Star talks about them. Jaclyn Hill talks about them. I think Manny MUA has talked about them. Anybody that I've ever watched as an influencer talks about La Mer and how amazing they are. They're very expensive. They are considered like a high-end luxurious brand. One that I will never ever invest in because I can't afford that. But I've heard such wonderful things about this brand and how great it is for everyday and how great it is for your skin. Like even like Paige, even though she has oily skin, she does use them and she thinks they're great. So I'm like, damn, okay, she's really oily skin like me. Maybe like if it could work for her, it could definitely work for me. So this is something that I'm gonna one day give myself, like, you know, like I've always told Corey that one day, if I ever have money one day, the first thing I ever buy myself would be like a Louis Vuitton bag, because when I was a little girl, like 13 years old, Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey used to always walk around with like her Louis Vuitton bag, and I was like, oh my god, it's so pretty. So I want a Louis Vuitton bag, and I've always wanted one ever since I was a little girl. And now I'm just rambling on because like I'm talking so fast whenever I ramble, and I'll slow down. I'm sorry. But there's just some things that like you always see that, like, you know, one day I'm gonna buy that. So one day I'll buy myself a Louis Vuitton bag, and one day I will try La Mer to see, is this really worth the hype? The hype that all these rich beauty gurus talk about how amazing it are. Is it worth it? Like, that's what I really want to know. So one day I will try that and let you guys know yes or no, you know? Okay, so next there's the Charlotte Tilbury Mini Iconic Matte Revolution Lipstick Trio. This retails for $29. It has 3 lipstick in it, and they're very like the nudie lipsticks. I have a lot of like matte liquid lips and lip glosses, but I don't really have that much lipsticks. And I don't know why, because lipsticks are actually very comfortable. Sometimes they can be even more comfortable than a matte liquid lip, and sometimes I don't want to have a gloss, but I also don't want to have a mattified lip. I want to have something like this where it has a little bit of shine, but it's so comfortable. It's so, so comfortable. Now, will this transfer? For sure. This will transfer. It's already doing it on my straw right here. It's going to transfer. It's going to go off on, it's going to go on Corey's lips whenever I kiss him, whenever he gets home from work. Like it's not waterproof. It's not like it's transfer proof, you know? So I just sometimes think it's nice when you just have a lipstick where you can just kind of put it on like chapstick, and it just feels like you're wearing chapstick. I love lip products that feel like chapstick. So, and Charlotte Tilbury is another like beautiful brand that one I would love to get into one day, but it ain't that day. Next we have this Shiseido Synchro Skin Self Refreshing Foundation in the shade 260 Cashmere Balanced Tone for Light Medium Skin Neutral Undertone. This was an award winning from Allure Beauty for 2019 winner. I have seen Tati rave about this foundation. Now, the reason why I never got this foundation after she raved about it is because last year I tried the Smashbox foundation that she was like, this is just pure heaven, and it was pure garbage on my oily skin. So I hadn't wanted to try this. I was like, no, bitch, you steered me wrong the first time in your foundation review. There's no way I'm gonna try this, but I keep seeing it pop up. I keep seeing people recommending it for oily skin. So it's like, you know what? I do love their moisturizer, so maybe their foundation would be really good. So I'm gonna get that sometime in 2021 to give it a try, but yeah. Okay, so next we have another Charlotte Tilbury item. It's the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Retails for $35, and I hear it's supposed to lock in your makeup all day for 16 hours, give you a flawless looking face, and it's great to contain the oil with like a mattified finish. So yeah, I was like, you know what? Why not? Hopefully it smells good. Oh my gosh, that was it. That was everything I had on my list. Now, I did see a lot of like makeup kits on Sephora and Ulta's website, and there are some like some really cool like lip kits I saw. Like Sephora always has like their favorite like lip kits. I think I saw like a red one. I was like, ooh, I might get that. Like their perfume samples, I might get that. But those are always great holiday gifts to give to people, especially if you do like the perfume sample, because then they can trade it in like a card to go get the full size whether they really want. Same with their lip products. I think these like little fun gift sets are always so much fun. So it's fun to like write down a Christmas list or a wish list of what things I want to buy for myself, and they're kind of like, I guess, give me some goals that I can look forward to next year of purchasing these items for myself or trying them out at one point or another. You know, it's always, these are always so much fun to do, just to kind of sit back, relax, shoot the shit with you guys, and just have fun doing like, you know, your wish list. And if you guys have your own wish list, please feel free to leave them down below. They're always fun to read what people want and why they want it, or just they just want it because they want it. You know, those are always so much fun to read. I like watching these type of videos to see different perspectives of why people want the items that they want. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that item existed. So it's a great way to get introduced to new brands as well. But yeah, hopefully you guys like this video. Sorry it's really long. I tend to ramble on when I'm not doing reviews. I tend to ramble on a lot, but I do think they're so much fun. I think it's fun to kind of do something just a little differently. And yeah, so hopefully you guys like this video. If you guys do, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post every day, every other day, just depending. Please make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's Art for Life, that you guys get to see with my cool, wonderful, amazing fiance, Corey. And as always, guys, I just want to say thank you guys for everything. I love you guys, and just know, I think December 1st is like 2 weeks away. You guys have no idea how excited I am for this coming up month. It's going to be so much fun. I think I'm going to do things just a little bit differently. Last year I did Vlogmas. That was a lot, but I did have my full-time job then. This year, I think I might do Vlogmas, but I kind of want to just do it differently. I kind of want to take you guys like behind the scenes, like where I show you guys my editing and my setup and just what I do like on my daily life when I'm not filming, you know. Hopefully you guys want to see that. But yeah, I'm so excited for what's coming up soon. So with that said, guys, I love you guys and I will see you guys in the very next video. Bye. Okay, that's it. I look so bright. Do I look? Ah, so pale. I love the smell of tenant ball. And everybody rave about Patrick Starr's matte. Just because I want to find the best oily skin. All these. Sally says. Sola. I've seen Smoky Glow. Jingle bells, oh, jingle bells, oh, jingle bells away.